With the skyline of Manhattan as our backdrop, we are across the East River in the fabled borough of Brooklyn, New York. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Bisons of Brooklyn. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They'll start by running the option to the right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
We'll get this to about the 38. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 8. To throw, it's Murray. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. When you look at this defense, they really played well in that win last week against Miami.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Here. Murray now. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Hey, dribble it.
They start the drive with Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Raiders very strong in that victory a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 2. Here's Cook again, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This now a 3rd and 4. Mahomes going to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And they'll send out their punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Pressure comes, but it doesn't prevent him from getting off a good one here. This is fielded at the 27. So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching it, partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And Diggs has it. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down. You look at this Raiders defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. they exceeded that number in a big way.
Yellow. Hey, 43, 43, 15.
On second down, here's Mahomes. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. That last pass might be one he remembers, Charles. He's now over 40,000 career passing yards.
And just think of the evolution of the passing game in the NFL. 40,000 at one time was unthinkable. No one thought anyone would ever get there. Now, how many guys have done it in the NFL?
Yeah, right around 20.
So we're talking a good number that have gotten that done, throwing the ball downfield. He's got a lot to be proud of and a lot more left to accomplish.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Murray off play action. Looking left sideline, it's complete. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's a handoff out of the gun. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Third and 9 here. Here's Murray. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll come up 2nd and 7. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They go play fake. Mahomes going deep for Diggs. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Attack, attack!
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Mahomes going to change things up. On 2nd down, Cook. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now here's Mahomes. And the Raiders have got him. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Play fake. Murray. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing now is Murray. This is Fant on the short completion. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
43! 43!
Again, it's Cook. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. And Mahomes going to hustle him up to the line here. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 41. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. An injury stoppage here, and a lot of worried faces on that offense and on that sideline as Kyler Murray is in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A give, it's Jacobs off the option. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Now a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's going to be tackled inside his 10-yard line. May hear a few words from his head coach on that decision. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
Yellow, yellow. Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A handoff as they run the counter play. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now Murray. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st-and-goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd-and-goal.
And Murray's going to keep this.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Kyler Murray, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself.
And the Raiders take a 3-touchdown lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st down, Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Attack, attack!
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And now here's another interception. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
They'll start by running the option to the right. He pitches it out, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there.
His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it is 28-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Yellow.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Yellow.
They run again on first down. Cook. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
15.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. And the Raiders are going to get the football back at their own
Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A big gain of 31 on third down.
Green.
To throw is Murray.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game and moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
On second down, here's the option.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
Empty. Big X open. Hey.
Murray now to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Carlson is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Yellow.
2nd and 10.
Mahomes now to throw.
And that'll be caught by Tony. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Come back.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Hey, Ripley.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Yellow.
Now it's Mahomes again. Going deep for Diggs. And this is caught. And what a big-time play there. 46 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They get this out left, and somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And he's got it as the score is now 31-7.
Makes the score Raiders 31, Bison 7. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
6-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they hope to polish things off. And what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak. Channing Tindall is there for the tackle. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar